Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. There's so much going on. I actually do, research in the morning. And what I'm finding is, I go throughout the day doing work and everything, and I don't take the time necessarily to do research at night, and I should. I really should. There are a lot of things that happen, all over the place in the evenings. Anyway, the CME Group launches mini Bitcoin and Ether contracts in euros. And why is that a big deal? It's a big deal because it signals that there is growing interest in the crypto space in Europe. And yeah, the United States is by far the biggest in terms of interest, but we're not the biggest in terms of activity. That would be Asia. Yeah, you heard me right. That'd be Asia. But this pickup in Europe is actually a very good thing. I have been doing some research, and certain economies in Europe aren't doing so hot. So maybe that's where the growing interest is coming from. But we'll see. It's supposed to launch in March 2024, and it depends on regulatory approval. But we'll see how that goes. I think it could actually go well. Now, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. My man was, involved in a conference, and he started talking about not just the wins that Ripple has against the SEC, but he really started going into also the consistent losses that the SEC has. And, you have to take all of that into account. And the reason why is because, they're supposed to be, a governing body. I would prefer for them to stop focusing on enforcement. I'm not saying don't enforce the laws, but I'm saying instead of, purposefully working against an industry, how about you work with the industry? Tell that industry up front, this is what's allowed, this is what's not allowed. Bring clarity to what everything is. And that's what the SEC has not done. And they constantly, let me use the proper word, they have been consistently smacked on the hands for that in courts with all the losses. And Brad is like, listen, we're forming a Super PAC, and we figure with 1.9 million Americans that are involved in crypto in some way, shape, or form, we might be able to carry more sway. I think he's right. If you're involved in crypto, most likely you're of voting age. Feel me? Because how many kids, are, involved in crypto? But that's actually a big number. That's a very big number, especially if it's kind of coalesced in certain spaces that you can actually make some noise. And that's what they're all about. He's like, listen, we need, he says we're optimistic, or Ripple is optimistic about regulatory movements, but he does want to have some kind of a say, not just him, but collectively, he wants us to have some kind of a say as to who's going in. I mean, right now you have Elizabeth Warren facing John Deaton. If you don't know who John Deaton is, he is a crypto attorney, a popular crypto attorney. He's running as a Republican against Elizabeth Warren up in Massachusetts. That's a pretty big deal. And that's a pretty big move by John Deaton. Hat tip to you, dude. Good luck. Ethereum, were you paying attention yesterday? Ethereum passed $3,000. Didn't remain there, but it passed $3,000. I've been saying it for a little bit that, hey, it's going to happen. It happened. Came back down a little bit, but obviously it's within reach. Now you know why I say, yes, I love Bitcoin. I keep putting into Bitcoin. My bag in Bitcoin just grows. Every time I make an investment, I'm putting money into Bitcoin as well. That's like a foundation thing for me. There's certain coins that are there. Ethereum, Polygon, Chainlink, Bitcoin, obviously, Solana. There are a few other coins, SHIB. There are a few coins that I just believe are going to do well for various reasons, right? Because their utility, in terms of what they can do with those coins. Cardano is another one. I just believe in those projects. So when I looked at Ethereum surpassing 3,000, I was like, you know what? Glad I'm holding a bag. Let me keep adding to that bag. I think Ethereum is going to replace Bitcoin. I know that's controversial the way I said it. I don't mean it's going to replace Bitcoin. It's going to be bigger than Bitcoin or anything like that. I mean, Bitcoin is going to be used for one thing, and Ethereum and the other coins are going to be used for other things. Bitcoin is the store of value, and that has a different use case, meaning I can take loans out against my Bitcoin, right? I can use my Bitcoin as leverage for other things. Other coins do not easily lend themselves to that kind of situation. And that's why I said, in terms of Ethereum surpassing Bitcoin, I mean in use, in daily use. Value, probably not. Probably not. But we'll see, right? I can mint Ethereum. There's only but so much Bitcoin. Just putting that out there for you. Something else that I'm paying attention to. Polygon has, a coin development kit, obviously, CDK. And within that CDK, they have now launched the Humanity Protocol. Let me read my notes real quick. Humanity Protocol integrates palm recognition technology. And I'm sitting there, I'm saying to myself, why is that? Well, if you're building a security application and you want to make sure that belongs to somebody, that'll do it. So that kind of makes sense. That kind of checks out at maths. The idea is to establish proof of humanity in Web3 applications for true Sybil resistance, which, they want to make it so that you can't just break into it, things like that. And I'm like, that's not bad. I have other notes. Give me a moment. Let me take a look. Blockchain palm recognition, Humanity Protocol on Polygon Chain Development Kit is a new technology leveraging the current AI trend to establish proof of humanity in Web3 applications using a palm recognition technology. Founded by tech entrepreneur Terence Kwok, the protocol integrates seamlessly with the blockchain technology and aims to achieve true Sybil resistance while becoming a top player in the Bitcoin ecosystem. The upcoming launch of the Humanity Protocol testnet will allow users to join the ecosystem and start earning rewards. Additionally, Polygon's native token, Matic, has shown significant gains over the past few weeks, indicating positive trend in its performance. That's actually the summary that I wrote for the article. So if you want to read the article, go to growmybag.tv. It's sitting there waiting for you. What else do we have today? We have Circle. Circle discontinued the minting of USDC on Tron. Now, the idea is that they're supposed to reflect commitment to regulatory compliance and maintaining USDC's reputation. I have to tell you something. I couldn't believe that Circle had put USDC on Tron to begin with. Look up Tron. Look up who leads that project. Justin Sun. A little shady to me. He's a little shady to me, and I couldn't believe that's what they had done. So it makes sense that they would say, yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. Now, here's a question. Does that mean that Tron and or Justin Sun could be facing problems in the future? Because there had to be some kind of impetus for Circle making this move. I'd like to know what it is. It could just be, we know we're preparing for our IPO. See what I mean? So it's either problems for Justin coming up or the IPO or both. I think it's definitely the IPO. It could still be problems for Justin Sun, but I think I think the idea was, well, we don't necessarily want to be tainted by that. We understand that there are views of Justin Sun and Tron that are not necessarily positive. We're gonna alleviate that so we can prepare for our IPO. That makes sense. That checks out. That really checks out. So we'll see how that actually plays out. I'm interested to know. So what USDC did, as I look at my notes, USDC holders were offered options to transfer or redeem for fiat currency. Meaning, if you're holding USDC on Tron, you can either transfer that over to another network, or you can just get paid out in your fiat of choice. Not bad. Not angry about that. Smart move. Very smart move. But that also tells me Circle could be going IPO fairly soon. I know it's going to happen this year. When is the question? When? It really is the question for me. So looking at everything that's going on, I'm sitting back and I'm just going, okay, so how does that affect me going forward? Right? Like, where should I be looking to handle my transactions? What should I be doing in terms of investment? Me personally, so far, the coins that I've picked out are the ones that keep popping up in the news, the ones that keep making noise, the ones that keep moving up. There was another one. Pith Network is actually launched real-time numbers for each of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. That's what I forgot to mention. And that's actually pretty cool. Again, Pith is another Oracle just like Chainlink. So it's smart for them to actually be doing that. So if anybody wanted to have access to that information as they're building out on their network, they can leverage that information. Kind of cool. That's what the whole point is. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should go over the numbers. And I was a bad boy. I didn't put up my my GMB in the corner. Ugh, that's so sad. Anywho, I'll fix it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it today. So let me just refresh the screen real quick to see if there are any changes, since I've been on for the past 10 minutes. And there were a little bit of changes. Well, Arweave is still down 15%. If you're thinking about DPINs, right, decentralized physical infrastructure networks, well, file sharing is a part of that, and Arweave is a part of file sharing. Filecoin had gone up. Arweave is taking a hit, 15% hit. Dogwoof Hat taking a 12% hit. Again, I tell people I'm paying attention to those big swings that Dogwoof Hat is having. I am not investing in that because I don't do memes. I really don't do memes. Last meme I did was Shiba Inu, and it is no longer a meme. That's right. I said it. I'll keep saying it. Shiba Inu is no longer a meme. It hasn't been a meme for a long time. For a really long time. Bonk, another meme, down 11%. Jupiter, down 11%. Beam, down 11%. Who else is on here that I pay attention to? VeThor, I mentioned them the other day, down 10%. Algorand, down 9%. Wow, that's not a happy drop, but is that an opportunity to buy? You know, I used to be a lover of Algorand. I don't hate Algorand or anything like that, but I don't know that I'm putting money into Algorand. If I'm trading, then I might do something with Algorand. But right now, yeah, I'm not mucking around with that. If you look at all the movement, you know my 5% rule. That means only everything here is doing anything of any value. In other words, yeah, I'm not paying attention to any one of these. What else is up? Let's start with the earnings calendar for stocks. You have Nvidia, Analog Devices, Synopsys, Verisk Analytics. I used to consult them. I have to see why Arthur Daniels Midland keeps showing up right here. That doesn't make sense to me. You have other smaller companies. You know, earnings season is kind of dying down, but good stuff to look at. Looking at Host Hotels and Resorts, I would definitely want to know about that. Let's see. Jobless claims come out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the bigger news day with everything that's going on. You have a bunch of Fed presidents talking today, so see how that goes. Fear and Greed Index went to 78. Extreme greed. No problem with that. We did take a little bit of hit on TVL yesterday. We're down about. We're down about $700,000 down to $95.647 billion in total value locked. And again, here's the new band that I have. I have this blue band right here depicted by the 48,862 and 52,628. Bitcoin did go above $53,000 per Bitcoin for a hot second. You can see it right here. Not this one, not that one, but this one right here, right? Not bad. That's not a bad move. However, we have to maintain above. See how I called this particular band, and we seem to be moving laterally at the moment. We're moving laterally at the moment. Some people were talking about how we dipped down right here, and even now down to 50, in the 50,000 range. That's cool for me. I'm all right with that. Want to know why? Yeah, buying opportunity. That's exactly why. To me, it's a buying opportunity. Looking at everything that's down right now, Solana was high. It was as high as 109 earlier, I think yesterday or the day before, and now it's down to 103. To me, buying opportunity again. Where's Matic? Matic, less than $1 now. It had reached, I think, $1.02 a little while ago, and I'm sitting back and I'm going, yep. To me, it's a buying opportunity. Because we're hitting numbers that we had hit before. We know we can hit them. We know they're easy to achieve. So that's not a problem. That's why I'm looking at Solana at that 103. I know that it's easy to achieve the 120 that we hit not too long ago. So yeah, I'm looking at that. XRP down at 54 cents. Yeah, it'll get back up to 60 at some point. Cardano down at 58 cents. Yeah, it'll hit back up to 62 at some point. Relatively soon, most likely. We dropped almost $100 on Ethereum after hitting that 3,000, right? People hit that 3,000 and then said, "Oh, I'm going to shave off some money." That's all this is. We hit certain numbers with certain projects, and then people started taking profit. Can't be mad about that. Stacks is up. Why? Bitcoin is up. 51,000. If Bitcoin goes up, Stacks is going to go up. That's the programming language. A programming language on top of Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm expecting Stacks to do actually very well. Here's something else to consider. I'm actually expecting Stacks to do multiples. That's why I like Stacks. That's why I'm really looking. Injective is down. VeChain is down hard. Arbitrum is down hard. A lot of these coins that I like are down really hard. Again, to me, those are just buying opportunities. When I'm looking across the board and see where everybody is, look at Ethereum at $2.9 thousand. Sorry, it's up 27%. Do you see how it outperforms the year to date on Bitcoin? Yeah, that happens. Solana not doing all too well this year so far, but to me, that's a buying opportunity. It had been less than $100. So if it was less than $100 and now it's above 103, you're still making money. Question is, how soon will it go up to like 120? I don't know, but to me, for me, it's a buying opportunity. XRP hasn't done anything, hasn't made me happy at all, hasn't made me smile. It's kind of making me upset, but it's all right. I still believe in it. Same thing for Cardano. Cardano doesn't move all that much, but when it does, it moves for sure. So I like Cardano. Avalanche, another one that I like, not doing so well as of yet this year, but I expect it's going to pick up. I don't think all of the news that the Avalanche has going on has really picked up. They're involved in DeFi transactions around the world with different financial institutions. You've got Citi and other institutions checking how to use Avalanche to tokenize stocks. Those are not small things. We should be paying attention. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor. Go on over to GrowMyBag.tv and drop me a note. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't do what this one person did. This one person chose to say, well, you got one guy over there talking all this stuff, no technical analysis. I never said I was a technical analyst. I'm not. I never even tried to, I tell you guys all the time, I'm not a technical analyst. I like reading the news. I like looking at the news before I go through my own mathematical machinations about what a particular stock, option, or crypto is going to do. There are other people that are really good at charting. That's why I listen to them when it comes to those charting. And I look to see if my outlook aligns, my news research and outlook aligns with what their charts are telling me. That's what I do. Also, I like receiving critiques. Critiques are meant to help. Criticism is meant to hurt. So I don't like people that are, just out there to hurt other people. You don't like the show? Sorry to see you go, but don't watch the show then. If you like the show and I made a mistake, like somebody told me, hey, Eddie, your sound sucks. They were right. So I needed to fix that. I kept having jitters and everything else. But if you're going to give me a critique, I appreciate it because that means that you like what I'm doing and you're trying to help me do better. That's what I'm looking for. I'm always looking to improve. So if you can help me improve, love it. But if you're just out here to rain on my parade, rain on other people's parade, we don't need that kind of energy in our community. We really don't. You can toddle off with that. We're here to help each other learn, help each other earn, and together grow our bags. Very simple. Anyway, hope you have a good one. It's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Come visit us, join us. We launched those applications. We launched those articles at least an hour before I actually talk about them on video. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.